What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the 2004 LEGO Spider-Man 2 set, Doc Ock's Hideout. Now, this set was for ages 8 to 12 years old, had 481 pieces, an impressive 5 minifigures, and some really great features. And while I've got you here, if you're a Raimi Spider-Man fan, you have to check out my music video for The Girl Next Door, which is a song I wrote about the Raimi Spider-Man movies. I would love it if you check it out, and I'll drop a link in the description below where you can watch it. I filmed it where they filmed the movies, so you'll notice lots of cool Easter eggs. Now, back in the day, this was only $50, and as you can see, it's a pretty massive set, all things considered. So I'm really excited to dive in. I had this set as a kid, absolutely loved it, and now, oh my gosh, about 16 years later, it's really cool to rebuild this and revisit it. So let's take a look at everything that I got here. I got this in an eBay sale, actually, for pretty cheap. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look. So when I buy older sets, one of my big stipulations is that they have to have the box, and this one was no exception. The box is in excellent condition. You can see it shows you some of the minifigure play features here. You've got the Spider-Man 2 branding on the front. Then on the back, it shows us all of the play features, and back in the day, they would even show you some alternative builds, which was pretty cool. LEGO certainly doesn't do that now, but let's go ahead and take a look at some more details from this set. All right, here we've got the instruction book, but in addition to that, check this out, guys. The person I bought this from kept the sticker sheet, even though, of course, the stickers are taken off of it. A little LEGO Shop at Home advertisement with some great old classic sets on there, but they even kept all of the bags from this set. I mean, that's just nutty. Of course, I'm gonna keep them too, since I have them, but that's pretty cool. Now, the instruction booklet has seen better days. You can see that it's kind of ripped and torn here, but yeah, it's still very, very cool. You can see the minifigures here. There's Doc Ock's incorrect face, but it just kind of shows you everything. And I just like to leaf through these when I get these old sets, just so you can see what the instructions would have looked like, since probably most people watching this video never had this set. Now, I do like at the end here, it shows you all of the play features, which we'll take a closer look at in just a moment. And it shows you, too, that you can take Peter Parker's head off to be an unmasked Spider-Man. We've got a little LEGO giveaway here, and then when we flip it on the back, we've got advertisements for all of the other minifigure scale Spider-Man 2 sets. This is such a great time of my life. I have so many amazing memories with these sets and getting them at a place called KB Toys. If you're old enough for KB Toys, drop a comment and let me know if you remember going there. But this is such an amazing time of my life, and getting to talk about these sets is very cool. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so as always, let's start with the minifigures. Here we've got the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man, which of course has a little bit of a darker color scheme to the blue, and the rest is pretty similar to the original Raimi Spider-Man figure. Really a fantastic figure. Love that reflective webbing, and it's really great. Here we've got Peter Parker, which is another wonderful figure. I love that they got that torso so accurate, and that's great. Now, back in the day, we wouldn't have had double-sided heads very often, so of course this doesn't have that. And he does have a camera, which is a nice touch. So Peter Parker looks awesome. Here we've got Mary Jane, which I always found to be an interesting figure, especially with that kind of messed up hair. Very cool. You would expect a double-sided head on here, like a scared side on the other side, but once again, that was pretty uncommon back in this day and age. Love that pajama top torso, and it's just a fantastic figure. Really has aged pretty well, if you ask me. But on the complete opposite spectrum of figures that have not aged well, this is Harry Osborn, if you can believe it. Look at this terrible hairpiece for Harry. Just looks so bad. None of these figures, except for Spider-Man, have any back printing, so that was actually pretty rare back in the day. So pretty cool that Spider-Man got it, even if nobody else did. And then our final figure here is Doctor Octopus. Now, you'll want to pay attention when we take a look at the instruction manual, because the face that they show for Doc Ock there is completely different than the face you see here. Here he's got a maniacal smile, but otherwise this is a really fantastic looking figure. Definitely accurate to the movie, and a figure that I've always loved all these years. Now, these joint pieces aren't as good as they are today. You can see that this one doesn't hold its place very well. It's pretty wobbly, but still amazing figures from a really great set, which we're going to dive into a little bit more right now. Alright, so we'll start off looking at some of the set's accessories. Here we've got a little water buoy, which is kind of nice. It just kind of teeters around on there because there's a rounded piece on the bottom, which is cool. we've got Harry Osborn's little jet here, which really makes no sense because he's not even in this scene of the movie, but regardless, I guess it's just, you know, trying to take up some extra pieces of the build. And then we've got this Spider-Man launcher cannon. You can see we don't even hardly need him to be on there to launch him, but in any case, you can see it goes like this, and then you just press that down and it flings Spider-Man forward. So, you know, just kind of random there, but it is cool. We've got a blue spider on there. And we've got a little rat piece here, which even as a kid, this confused me, because this is supposed to be, like, the river, so how is a rat just, like, floating there? Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the whole set itself now. Okay, this set is pretty large, so it's hard to fit the whole thing into screen here, so, you know, I'll try my best, but you can see that we've got 5 nice window pieces, all of them having stickers, the top one with that 56 sticker, a really nice kind of, like, broken down walkway here, too, with a little gate piece, which I assume is so that the boat could kind of like dock or something, but the instructions don't really say one way or the other. Of course, you could see here that there's little Technic pins here, and the idea is, if you've seen Spider-Man 2 from all those years ago, this abandoned shack ends up getting busted down. So if you take this piece off, it falls off just like that. So it's pretty cool that there's actually like a play feature built in that lets you kind of slowly dismantle and break down the actual set itself. Now, we're going to turn it on its side here so you can see that the back side and the far-facing side actually do not have any walls there, so you could reach in and have some access for play. Now, something cool, too, is that the roof actually comes off. You can see that it's built here with this spine piece in the center, and then that spine piece bridges right in here, so that's cool. But it just gives you extra ways to be able to reach into the set for some actual play, which is very cool. Now, we do have Doc Ock's fusion reactor here, which was a really fun build in, well, maybe not 100% movie accurate, it's still really cool. The big play feature, of course, is that there's this Technic pin that runs through the center here, and when you turn it, it spins that core in the center, which is cool. And then these arms move back like this, because of course you remember in the movie that this has to stabilize, so that play feature is very well represented there, and then you could just kind of slide it in the back, or you could slide it up front. Now, you saw that this piece just fell off. I will say it's kind of a bummer that this piece is so fragile. I don't remember it being that way as a kid, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, it's only what it looks like now. So that's pretty neat. I always love these play sets. You know, I love sets that are based on settings rather than vehicles. And it's okay if the setting comes with a vehicle, of course, but to actually get the setting itself is very cool and something I always enjoy. So let's go ahead and take a zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts on this set. Well, guys, needless to say, I love this set. I'm glad I got it at a deal. I loved it as a kid, and I love it now as an adult. So, if you're a big Spider-Man 2 fan or a big Raimi fan, this is the set to get, guys. It's awesome, and interestingly enough, you can find some deals on it, especially if you don't care about having the box or the instructions, honestly. So, drop a comment below, let me know what you think of this set, and don't forget to check out the Girl Next Door music video when you get the chance. I'll have a card pop up in this video, and I'll link it in the description, so for all you Spider-Man fans, you can check it out. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hit like and subscribe, and until next time, build on. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.